Hello, my dear student friends. Hope you all are fine with your family members and be prepared for the exams which is going to be conducted soon. Today we will discuss the sixth chapter, that is miscellaneous materials. In this we are going to study the properties, uses of thermocol, that is cellular plastic, and the properties, uses of POP, plaster of Paris, then advantages and types of adhesives, and the hardwares used for doors and windows. This unit is smaller unit, carries 15 marks in the examinations. So only 4 properties uses you are going to learn in this unit. So first question, mainly 4 important questions you are going to have in this. Each question will have 10 marks. So first question, what are the properties and uses of thermocol? That is cellular plastic, will say. Out of these 4, in the examinations 2 will be there. First we are going to define the thermocol and then we'll discuss about the properties and uses of thermocol. So thermocol, as you know, is the best insulation material which register the heat, cold, sound, moisture and thermocol moldings. Due to its high load bearing and shrink absorption capacity, we are going to use thermocol worldwide for the packaging of several items. So thermocol is the best type of material. What are the properties of thermocol? Thermocol has 5 different properties. We'll see one by one. First one, thermocol contains 3 to 6 million discrete cells per liter, which gives excellent insulating properties. If you see the surface of thermocol, then we'll see the cells of that. So these cells per liter, they have 3 to 6 million and it gives the best insulating properties to the thermocol. First property. Second one, thermocol can be cut easily with any simple tools like a knife or saw. Third one, it can be painted with plastic paint or water-bound distemper. Using distemper, you can paint it. That is the third property. Fourth property, it has high insulating efficiency. It resists the moisture. It has adequate more structural strength and dimensional stability makes it easy to use. Last property, thermocol insulation is permanent and is lifelong. So these are the 5 important properties of cellular plastic. Next is uses of thermocol. As you know, thermocol is used for the packing purpose. Worldwide we are using this one. So in the packing, what else for packing of what materials we are going to use that one means first one, light engineering industries, that is for packing fan, motor, typewriter, mixer, grinder, fuel pump, electric, iron, grinders, etc. For packing of that one we are going to use the thermocol. Second one, electrical and electronics goods, packing of electrical and electronics goods like calculators, computers, televisions, audio equipments, etc. Third use, for the packing of laboratory equipments. Fourth one, for the packing of instrumentations. Then fifth one, food and beverages, that is baby food bottle cover, fish boxes, cold drinks, preservers, vaccine box, etc. Then for packing, brass handicraft for exports. Also, for packing the defense special articles, we are going to use the thermocol. Second use of thermocol, that is in refrigeration, that is industrial refrigeration, cold storage, then cold rooms, refrigerated trucks, domestic refrigerator and air conditioning ducts for packing of these, that is in the refrigeration units we are going to. Then third, in the building also we are going to use the thermocol for false ceiling, roofs, walls, floors, floating floors, doors, partitions and cemented water tanks. For that purpose we are going to use thermocol in the building. And in the acoustic insulation, that is in cinema halls, factories, offices and residential buildings. It can also used as a source of display in exhibitions, and for multiple types of decorations thermocol is used. So these are the main 4 uses of thermocol. 5 properties with 4 different uses of thermocol, that is cellular plastic. Second question, what are the properties and uses of POP, that is plaster of Paris? So it has 7 different properties and 7 different uses. We'll see one by one. So POP, plaster of Paris, is in the form of white powder. POP is available in white powder package. Then second property, when water is mixed, 1/3 of its mass heat is evolved. Third one, within 5 to 15 minutes after addition of water, it sets quickly. Fourth property, when water is added, then expansion in volume about 1% occurs. POP takes sharp impression and is easily workable. So after drying, it becomes hard. After drying, POP becomes hard. So these are the 7 different properties of POP. Then where we are using POP means, first one, it is used in surgery for setting fractured bones. For plastering we are going to say no plaster, that is for setting fractured bones we are going to use in surgery. Second one, POP is used for making varieties of statues, different statues. Third, for preparing toys. Then fourth use, it is used specially for false ceiling in construction industry. Nowadays, it has become quite common, that is for ceiling, compulsory ceiling is required. So, in the ceiling, false ceiling preparation, POP is used. Then, POP is also used for preparing the chalks. Next use, it is used by dentists for making castings of denture. And it is used for chemistry laboratories for sealing air gaps in apparatus when airtight arrangement is required. So these are the uses and properties of plaster of Paris, POP. Second question. First one you have gone through cellular plastic, second is plaster of Paris. Third question, list the advantages and various types of adhesives. Here you are not writing properties and uses. Here you are mentioning the advantages of adhesive and what are the different types of adhesives. An adhesive is substance which is used to join 2 or more parts so as to form single unit. For that purpose, for joining different parts, 2 or more parts, we are going to use the adhesive so that it will become a single unit. What are the advantages of adhesive? Adhesive can be used for bonding surfaces of glass, metal, plastic and wood. Second advantage, it gives massive effect. The aesthetic will be very, what you can say, very good. It creates a massive effect. Third one, it is possible to prevent corrosion between different metals joined by the adhesive. When we are going to join different metals, then corrosion will not occur. Fourth advantage, it gives more strength. It produces more strength after joining. Then fifth one, the permeable joint can be made impermeable for water and gas by the application of adhesive. Permeable, impermeable, you know, the permeable means porous, we will say, the one which allows the water particles to pass through its surface. Pervious, permeable material we used to say. So the permeable joint will be made impermeable by the application of adhesive. So after that, if we are preparing permeable joints, then means usually for the, what you can say, the concrete pipes, if you take, we used to join them with the mortar and all things. If you take the plastic pipes, then using adhesives we used to join them. So through which the water or gas may be passed. That time it will be useful, we say. So these are the 5 important advantages of adhesives. That is, first one, that is glass, metal, plastic and wood can be applied using this. Then it gives aesthetic appearance. It prevents the corrosion. The strength will be more and permeable joint will become impermeable. These are the 5 advantages. Next is, what are the different types of adhesives? There are 3 types of adhesives are there. They are organic adhesives, synthetic adhesive, then third one, rubber based adhesives. Organic adhesives means these are prepared from the animal protein, blood albumin, milk casein or starch. Organic adhesives are made from these all. Second is synthetic adhesive. These are prepared from the natural resins or from manufactured plastic resins such as melamine resins, urea resins and phenolic resins. Third one, rubber based adhesives. These adhesives are materials in which rubber is dissolved in benzene or ground with other resins of plastic. These are 3 different types of adhesives we are going to use. Next is where we are going to use the adhesive. We are going to use the adhesive for joining concrete. That is bonding broken concrete, setting metal posts in concrete, in staircases, etc. We are going to use in the construction, that is used for joining concrete. Second, adhesives are used for external claddings such as stones, tiles, mosaics should be fixed with proper adhesives in the front facing or inside, that is for the interior also we can use. Using metal dowels and all things, they are going to fix the claddings. Third one, adhesives used in timber work. Formaldehyde adhesives of phenol, urea, then resorcinol are the wood products for the use in the woodwork. To make a plywood and laminated products, it is used. It is used in timber joints to strengthen the joint. Fevicol is the best synthetic resin adhesive used in the furniture industry and it resists the water and heat. So adhesives used in timber work. Fourth one, adhesives used for ceramic tile fixing. Ceramic tiles, as you know, they are used for floors and walls. As floor tiles and wall tiles, different varieties of tiles are available. For fixing them, we are using the adhesives. Especially in the interior as well as exterior cladding, for internal tiling, cement sand mortar is used. However, necessity to speed up the work, we need to curing cement works as well as non-availability of good workers has introduced this product for tile fixing. It gives good bond strength and also easy to fix. So these are the four different uses of adhesives. What are the advantages? What are the different types of adhesives? And what are the different uses of adhesives? You may get this type of question in examination. Last one, fourth question. Just I said no, very small chapter contains only 4 materials. You are going to write about only these 4 materials. Out of these 4, any 2 will be asked in the examination. Repeated questions you used to get. That is fourth question. List the various types of door and window hardware. You are not explaining different types of doors, not explaining different types of windows. You are explaining only the different hardwares you are using for fixing door and windows. So, fixer and fastenings for doors and windows will say that is nothing but hardwares. So hardwares for doors and windows can be made of iron, brass, aluminium. So however it is important and it should be smooth, free from sharp edge and corners. The screw holes in the item should be of countersunk type. Iron fixtures and fastenings are normally black enameled or copper oxidized. Brass fittings on the other hand are oxidized or finished bright or chromium plated. On brass usually we are going to plate with the chromium. Aluminium fixings or fittings are normally anodized. The fixtures and fastenings are manufactured in the different shapes and sizes to fit the requirement of different size and type of door or windows. So, especially we are going to classify the hardwares in 3 groups. They are hinges, bolts and handles. In hinges, different types of hinges are there. So first one, butt hinge. Butt hinge, back flap, counter flap, strap, parliamentary hinge, garnet hinge, spring hinge, rising butt hinges. These are the different types of hinges we are going to use. Second hardware we are using is bolts. So in the bolts once again, tower bolts, barrel bolts, hasp and staple bolts, eye bolts, hook bolts, like this different varieties of bolts we are using for door and windows. You can observe these all things in the given figure. Third hardware we are using is handles. So they are manufactured in various varieties. As per the requirement we are going to fix the handles. Hinges, varieties of bolts, different types of handles we are going to use in the doors and windows. So what are the different types of doors? In door, 15 different types of doors are there. Depending upon the material used, arrangement of different components, method of construction and nature of working operations, doors can be classified in 15 ways. They are battened and ledged doors. Second type, battened, ledged and braced doors. Third one, battened, ledged, braced and framed doors. Fourth type, framed and panelled door. Fifth one, glazed or sash doors. Next, sixth type of door is flush door. Next, fly-proof door. Further, a revolving door, sliding door, swing doors, collapsible steel doors, rolling steel shutter doors, rolling grill doors, mild steel sheet doors. Last type is fire chuck doors. Like this, 15 different types of doors are available. We can use as per our requirement. Next is different types of windows. 15 to 16 varieties of windows we can use according to the material used, nature of operational movements of the shutters, location and the manner in which they are fixed. According to that, we are going to classify them in 15 to 16 different types. First one, fixed windows. Next is pivoted windows, double hung windows, sliding windows, casement windows, sash or glazed windows, lowered ventilated windows, metal windows, bay windows, corner windows, clerestory windows, dormer window, gable window, skylights, fan lights, ventilators. So like this, windows are classified as per the nature of movement of the shutters, locations and where we are going to fix them. So you know different types of doors, you know different types of windows and three different types of hardwares we are using for fixing doors and windows. So you can see the example of the door. In this figure you are seeing battened and ledged door here. How the hinge is fixed, the round mark is there in the plan. You are seeing that one hinge where the hinges are fixed, you are seeing here. So in this figure, the plan you are seeing, elevation is there, section of door is there. Next is window, glazed window. Example, you are seeing glazed window. So how the hinges etc. are used, you are going to see here. In the door also you are seeing the handles, the hinges, the bolts where we are. Here also you are seeing the glazed window. No necessity of giving the door and window figure, but here for your understanding purpose I am giving here. So this is the last figure where you are going to see the different types of hinges, bolts and the handles. Varieties are there, you can see here. So in this he has given the flap hinge etc. different types of hinges you have gone through, no? So that you are going to say in this. So this is the last question. Explain the hardwares used for doors and windows. This is the last question. Like this, 4 important questions you are getting. You may get that one for 5 marks or 10 marks in the examination. Please be prepared for this. Okay. Thank you one and all.